Hey everybody, it's Big Kahuna here with a blue collar conservative video. It's Maga Monday, or should I now call it Ultra Maga Monday. I had a really great weekend this past weekend. Got up to the Crab Festival and did a little campaign work for the Russell Fry campaign. My cat is sniffing at my tripod right now. And then Sunday, I was at another Russell Fry event down at the Wild Horse Saloon. I met Chris Cox, the leader of Bikers for Trump, the founder of it, and also met Don, who's the founder of Red Hats for Trump. It was a really great event. Got to listen to Russell's speech. Unfortunately, I didn't get to stay the whole time. I had a prior commitment here with the family afterwards, and so went from literally one party to another party, and then it was really great. Great weekend. Today, getting back in the swing of things with the campaign calls, and I'm gonna shooting for that 3,000 mark. The some things have come up politically though during over the weekend, and I kind of want to address. A lot of it's about my home state in Pennsylvania. Well, this is my home now. This is my home, but Pennsylvania, I'll always have certain attachment to. I mean, I lived my first 56 years of my life there. I really think Trump had second thoughts on his endorsement on Oz after a lot of the stuff that came out about him. And I think he kind of went through the back door to try to fix that, because Kathy Barnett is surging. Doug Mastriano does not need an endorsement to take him over the finish line for the nomination, but Trump gave it to him. And right after he gave it to him, literally hours after he gave it to it, Doug endorsed Kathy Barnett. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. I think they seen the writing on the walls, because Oz isn't doing as good as people think he is. If you talk to Pennsylvanians that I've talked to, they're not convinced. They think he's a carpetbagger and a rhino, and so I would not be surprised if Kathy Barnett wins that Senate race on Tuesday. The other thing that's going on up there is about John Fetterman. Fetterman had a stroke. I don't know if he had a stroke or if he's playing, and I'll tell you why. Is some issues came out right before the convenient stroke. I've always said that this guy is a violent, unstable asshole. I refer to him as the pothead caveman, because he was a one-issue candidate for marijuana, and he's a gigantic caveman, and he's violent. And the reason I know he's violent is I grew up near Albright College, and he went to Albright College. And in the late 1980s, he and his teammates went on a drug and alcohol induced rampage in the area of 14th and Union all the way up on the Hamden Boulevard. I grew up on Union Street. I lived on Union Street at the time, and I remember this incident vividly. So they were turning over cars, setting shit on fire, uh, you know, breaking stuff. It just, if you wouldn't know better, you thought it was a Black Lives Matter riot. But Fetterman, I've always known him to be from that mayhem. I've always felt that he was a violent individual, and now what's come out about Fetterman is, as he was mayor, he chased a guy who was a jogger down the street for no legitimate reason. He claims he heard gunshots. The guy's a jogger, He chased this guy and pointed a shotgun at his chest. And, and the jogger was African American. So this issue comes out, and then all of a sudden he has a stroke. Coincidence? I don't know. I don't believe in coincidences. He doesn't seem all that bad. Maybe he had a stroke. I don't know. But this is just another thing. And people think that Kathy Barnett's going to have a hard time beating this guy. I don't think she's going to have as hard a time beating this guy as people think. Because I think she is going to steal such a huge slice of the African American vote in Philadelphia, more so than any other Republican candidate. I mean, there's been black conservatives. There was a black conservative judge from Philadelphia, family court judge. Her name escapes me here at the moment. But there's been black conservatives before who have run for office, but I don't think they resonate the way Kathy does with them, and I think you're going to be. I think people are going to be shocked at just how well she does tomorrow. And I don't think she'd have a problem beating Fetterman either. There's a red wave coming, and she's riding it. And she keeps her door open to Trump because she believes in what Trump does, and Trump, and I think she's gonna be a remarkable partner to Trump if he gets back in 2 years, which we all hope and pray he does. Another thing, I kind of glazed over the Russell Fry campaign. I got to tell you, in all my years involved in politics, I've been involved in politics since I was a teenager, both Democratic and Republican politics. I got involved with politics because of a girl, the first time, really pretty girl. Then Russell Fry, as a candidate, I have never been more enthusiastic about a candidate, about working for a candidate, campaigning for a candidate. I've never been more enthusiastic about it. Other candidates back in Pennsylvania, partly because Pennsylvania candidates it's like they're made out of paper. They fold. Pennsylvania Republicans, a lot of them just would fold under pressure. They just wouldn't deliver. I think there's some now that are going to be delivering. I think that's one of the reasons Barnett's going to do well. But Russell Fry, he has his detractors, and when I listen to what his detractors are saying, they have their arguments are so hollow and disingenuous. Oh my God, so disingenuous. They actually last week were putting ads out about how many votes Russell missed and how many days he missed, and in the state house. the only days he missed in the state house was when his son was born, and this is that's just how disingenuous these people are. That if he didn't vote on something, there were some votes that came up that he felt were a conflict of interest, and he abstained from voting on it. That's what an ethical politician does. If they're placed in that kind of position, they don't vote for what helps them out. They abstain. And so for these people to then come around and criticize him essentially back for taking off of work when his son was born, that's just really wrong. And that's the kind of stuff that you see about this how they're picking on him, because they don't have anything really to go after on him. All they have is, they want their person that they're backing. It's essentially jealousy for the Trump endorsement. A lot of these people, they're jealous that Russell got the endorsement. And when I look at these other people who are running, and I think, there's really nobody else that should have gotten the endorsement. So, like I said, I'm really enthusiastic about Russell. I think he's going to be a damn good congressman. Proud that I'm backing him, and that's saying something because, like I said, most of the people I really did not, that I worked with in the past, I believed in them, but they let me down, and I really don't think Russell is going to let me down or the people of the 7th Congressional District of South Carolina. I don't think he's going to let anybody down. He's a hell of a nice guy. Met his brother Marlon the other day. Great guy. Jerry Shea, great guy running the phone banks. I really feel bad for him. He's a really great guy. I was on the phone with him the other day, and he got T-boned by a woman who ran the stop sign. Unfortunately, he's okay. His Gladiator's pretty banged up, and I hope they can fix it for him. Like I said, he's a really great guy, and everybody I've met so far, Dietz, all those people that are on the campaign, Philip, Town. There's a guy named Town, and it's like, okay, you got a brother named City? I just kidding, Town. But yeah, great people, and really happy to be working with them. And as soon as I'm done petting the cat and done with this video, I'm gonna start making calls again. So have a good one, and God bless.